in world news, new fears today that taking Crimea away from Ukraine was just the start as Russia beefs up on the border. CNN has learned that U.S. intelligence is upping the chances that Russia will invade eastern Ukraine. Now that Vladimir Putin has about 40,000 troops and hardware on the border, doubling the troop presence just in the past week. The U.S. says that's way more than you need to test your military's readiness, as Russia claims that it's been doing. One official said the Russian buildup reminds them of Moscow's military moves before it went into Chechnya and Georgia, in both numbers and capability, and the types of units that can move quickly, just the right ones for a potential land grab. And it looks like Russia's muscle flexings has gotten the left foot and right foot to work together in Congress. After being briefed on this new intelligence last night, the House and Senate today, both parties, each passed measures to help Ukraine financially and come down on Russia and Vladimir Putin hard with new sanctions, including a $1 billion aid package approved by the Senate. That's on top of an $18 billion bailout to Ukraine from the International Monetary Fund. Now, I've spoken with intelligence officials who've been briefed on the latest intelligence, and the prevailing view is that the Russians have a capability to go in at a moment's notice. One U.S. intelligence official tells me, quote, no one is ruling out the possibility of additional Russian military aggression. But there has also been criticism. Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff, who is traveling to Ukraine this weekend, says U.S. sanctions have not been strong enough. They have been, he says, more encouraging of Russian action than discouraging. Today in Italy, our Jim Acosta asked President Obama why he is pressing Russia with money and not with might.
I've been very clear in saying that we are going to do everything we can to support Ukraine and the Ukrainian people. But I think that it's also important for us not to promise and then not be able to deliver.
CNN's Carl Penhall is live now near the Ukraine-Russia border with the latest. Carl, I want to start, if we can, with this number of Russian troops involved, because there's a discrepancy. U.S. officials saying 40,000, Ukrainian officials saying 88,000. Why that difference?
Really, they're basing this on intelligence that they've received over the last few days. I believe that what the discrepancy is coming from, Jim, is because they're talking, the Pentagon sources are talking about Russian forces bang on the border that could be across into Ukraine with zero warning. The Ukrainian figures talk a little bit more about other Russian units who are a little bit further back but could be deployed in a second wave coming across into the country should that incursion occur. Now, just to set the scene for you where we are, we're in the village of Senkivka, just a few houses to speak of, and this is on the Ukrainian side, just a couple of 100 yards away, that side, the Russian side. And if you carry on a few miles further north, that is where the Russian town of Klimovo is, and this is where the Ukrainian government is saying that over the last 2 days, they have had intelligence that 2 trains pulling 60 wagons have arrived there. They're bringing with them tanks, they're bringing with them troops as well. And what the Russian government says is just on that side of the border as well, a number of attack helicopters are also arrayed. But what the Pentagon and the Ukrainian government are both saying is right now they don't exactly know what the Russian intent is. They don't know exactly when or if those troops are going to roll into eastern Ukraine, Jim.
No question, and I've been hearing from officials, the real question is, do they get that order? They're ready. Do they get that key order from Moscow?